Okay, so this is my speech. This is my audience. This is actually what the speech is about. But yeah, this is the only person I could find. Okay. That's beauty, okay? Okay. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. By Steve Maraboli. For 3 years of my life, I was living a lie, where I would go home every day and feel worthless I was fed lies, and I would believe them. I couldn't talk to anyone because I wasn't allowed to, and I felt like I was living in a dark room with nothing but negativity and abuse. But then there was a hint of light. There was a man who gave me a spark of light through his laughter and jokes, and his name was Jasiel. I want to thank him for listening to me when no one else would. And I would like to thank him for showing me real love through passion and understanding. And I would like to thank him for listening to me when no one else would. While being in a relationship, when I wasn't taken care of. Jasiel was there every step of the way, knowing it wasn't his responsibility to take care of me. One particular time I remember was when I went to his house, crying about a situation that had happened. He saw me and stopped everything he was doing. He turned off the lights, he turned off his phone, his television, and he sat forward towards me. And he listened to me. And at the time I wondered, what is he doing? And then I realized he was actually listening to me. I remember this day very clearly because at the time I didn't know what he was doing. I was so used to having someone ignore me that this was so bizarre to me. And I'll always be thankful for him because he showed me how my problems are supposed to be dealt with. Another moment throughout time where I'm thankful for Jasiel is how he showed me to be loved. Jasiel knew what he was getting himself into, and yet he jumped into the tiger's cage like it was nothing. He knew I was abused, and to be honest, my mental state wasn't all what it was supposed to be. But he was there to hold my hand every step of the way. Throughout time, I questioned myself. I felt as if I wasn't supposed to be on this earth. And I explained to him that while I was going to school and while I was working, I felt like I was emotionless, like I wasn't all here. And during this moment in my life, I was very hostile to everyone. But then, even though I was hostile towards him, he would still hold my hand. And no matter what he would do, he was always there. Never mean, never hostile, always neutral, and he always knew what to do. He stayed and endured everything and held my hand. And I will always be thankful for him. I often tell people that I feel like I lived multiple lives because of how much I've been through and throughout everything, I wanted to quit. But Jasiel was there to show me the way. So I thank you for being there for me and showing me how it felt to be understood and to have passion with me and just listening to my problems. Thank you for making me feel like the luckiest person in the world. That's it.